Hello, hello, it's Funny Friday, a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So, welcome everybody, I hope you have some jokes to share. Let me say hello to everybody, Laura Star, and Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Teases, and House of Dave, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mead, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Azure Yusuf, and the Cram, and Marcel, and Jim Dandy, and Sturgis Guy, and Phil, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Joe Barney, and N1QOV, and I am live. That was YouTube starting. I am live on YouTube and Google Hangouts. So thank you for checking in. There's like a minute lag. And we're here to share jokes. So, hello. Teases has the first joke already. Already. A long one, too. I might have to put my glasses on for this one. Howling Doggy. Teases says, a blonde wanted to earn some money. That's a punchline to a lot of jokes. I wanted to earn some money. So she decided to hire herself out as a handyman type and started canvassing a wealthy neighborhood. She went to the front door of the house and asked the owner if he had any jobs for her to do. And he said, well, you could paint my porch. And he said, how much will you charge? And the blonde said, $50. And the man agreed and told her where the paint and the ladders were, and everything she might need would be in the man's garage. The man's wife inside the house heard the conversation and said to the husband, do you realize that that porch goes all the way around the house? And the man said she should. She was standing on the porch. A short time later, the blonde came back to the door to collect the money, and he says, wow, you finished quickly. And she says, yes, I did, and I had paint left over, so I gave it 2 coats. Impressed, the man reached into his pocket for the $50 and said, by the way, added the blonde, it's not a porch, it's a Ferrari. Okay? I didn't see that coming. Kids blonde to the porch. Speaking of wordplay, I have a pet peeve. Does anyone know? There's the word curb, C-U-R-B, and curve, as in C-U-R-V-E.
From scratch, hacking. You got your dojo.
Why does that do that? Hi, Cosmic Joe. Hello, thank you for checking in. Yeah, I don't know why that did that, but hello. Hi, Cosmic Joe. Hello. So, a lot of people, I hear people all the time, instead of saying, like, if something's on sale, like for free on Craigslist, they'll say curb alert. You know, something's on the curb. But there's a large group of people who don't know the difference between the 2 words and write curve alert. It's not a curve alert. You don't park on the curve. You park on the curb. I just wanted to clarify, there's 2 different words, curb and curve. They both can be on the road, but they're 2 different parts. Hello! Thank you for checking in. It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes. Where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you have some jokes to share. Hello. So make sure So, and is everybody's sound working okay? Everybody's got their sound working okay? Just want to check. I hope you all have some good plans for the weekend. And Cosmic Joe, I see you. What is that? Is that a cat or a dog? That's a cat. No, that's a dog. It's hard to tell because it's very small. In the picture, that's a dog, a cute little dog. Oh, that's a very cute dog. I muted you, Wing Doggy. I think it should be muted. What kind of dog is that, Cosmic Joe? Hi, Red. Hi, Wing Doggy. And Linda says she needs a joke because she has a hurt toe. Well, I hope your toe feels better. So it's Funny Friday. Oh, and we have a joke that came in. Yeah, actually, I said this the other day, but I'm going to say it again. A 98-year-old couple, Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa just dies, and actually, I should probably read this so I do it right. Oh, where'd he go? I'm going to read this so that I do it right. All right. Upon hearing that their elderly grandfather had passed away, Katie went straight to Grandma's house to visit her 95-year-old grandma and comfort her. When she asked about her grandpa and how he had died, Grandma said, "He had a heart attack while we were making whoopee Sunday morning." Horrified, Katie told her grandma, "Grandma, I think two people that are nearly 100 years old are probably asking for trouble when they have sex. That's pretty strenuous." "Oh, no," replied Granny. "Many years ago, realizing our advanced age, we figured out the best time to do it was when the church bells started to ring. It was just the right rhythm, nice and slow and even. In with the dong, out with the ding." She paused to wipe away a tear. "He'd still be alive if that ice cream truck hadn't come along. Ding, 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 ding. Damn ice cream truck." Yes, I read that the other day. But yes, Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. Cosmic Joe says his dog is named Precious. Oh, my Precious. She's a Chihuahua and a Pomeranian mix. Wow, that's a pretty interesting mix. Very cute dog, Cosmic Joe. Thank you for sharing it. An airline captain was breaking in a new blonde stewardess. The route they were flying over had a layover in another city. Upon their arrival, the captain showed the stewardess the best place for airline personnel to eat, shop, and stay overnight. The next morning, the pilot was preparing the crew for their day's route, and he noticed that the stewardess was missing. He knew which room she was in the hotel, so he called her up wondering what had happened. And she answered the phone crying and said she couldn't get out of her room. And he's like, "You can't get out of your room, why not?" The stewardess replied, "There are only 3 doors in here," she sobbed. "One is in the bathroom, one is a closet, and the other one has a sign on it that says, 'Do not disturb.' I can't leave." Oh, and David Jones says, famous film quotes given a redneck treatment. "Use the horse." Luke. Are you crying? There's no crying in NASCAR. That's from base. There's no crying in baseball. You had me at Suey. Had me at hello. Of all the trailer parks in Pinecone County, she had to pull her 68 Rambler into mine. Of all the gin joints. That's from Casablanca. Linda says she's having a happy day because despite her hurt toe, she got free food. Woohoo! Tisa says, oh, well, today is blonde joke day. Tisa says, a smart blonde and a dumb blonde jump off of a cliff. Which one hits the ground first? Wow, that's easy. The dumb blonde, because the smart blonde doesn't exist. Trick question. That's a mythological creature. The smart blonde is riding a unicorn in Nirvana. Riding a unicorn in Shangri-La. Thank you, Wing Doggy. Thank you for checking in, and you have a wonderful weekend, you and Red. Thanks. Sending you lots of love, and we will see you next week. David Jones has one. Why did the chicken go to the seance? To get to the other side. Go into the light. Go into the light. No, I mean, don't go into the light. Ah, rats. Linda says a DJ had her say that once. Well, she had a very, well, yes, that was from the original Poltergeist. And the woman who played that, she died, but she had a very kind of like a little girl kind of cartoony voice. She had a little well, not like that exactly, but she had a very distinctive voice. A man working hard all day digging the garden felt very stiff and sore. His wife fluttered about him, pleased with the amount of work he had done and anxious to get him to do some more. Have a nice soak in the bath, she said. I'll bring you a drink. Good idea, says the husband, looking forward to being waited on. He's in the bath, and she comes in with a glass of scotch, which he happily accepts. Is there anything else you'd like? Just give me a call, says the wife, as she leaves the bathroom. When she gets halfway around the landing, the husband relaxes completely and lets out an enormous, long fart in the bathroom. A few minutes later, despite it being a very warm summer's evening, the wife comes in with a fluffy bed warmer. What the heck is that? Asked the husband snappily. And his wife says, "Oh, darling," said the wife, "I thought I heard you say, 'What about a water bottle?'" What about a hot water bottle? I don't get that. Is that supposed to be what a fart sounds like? What about a hot water bottle? What about a hot water bottle? That doesn't sound like a fart. My 10-month-old was sitting in her high chair, twisting and moving all over the place. My wife said to me, "Straighten her out." So I looked at my daughter and said, "What are you doing with your life? Do you want to be this way forever? It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up." My wife hasn't asked me to do anything since then. Genius plan. That's the plan. Pretend to be incompetent, and they will leave you alone. I don't know, honey, what do I, huh? Wait, am I? Never mind. I'll do it. Here, let me do that. Has that ever happened to any of you? Does that sound familiar? Linda says, it does sound familiar, except she was, role reversal. She was the one who didn't know how to do anything. It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you have some jokes to share. Woohoo! And if I know the new Jurassic Park movie is starting this weekend, but if you get a chance, if you're going to go see a movie, I recommend the one I saw last week, Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy. Very, 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 very funny. Highly recommend that. If you want to laugh your pants off, which is literally what I did, laugh my pants off. Go see Melissa McCarthy. You'll have convulsions and conniptions of laughter so loud you will be embarrassed, but you won't be able to stop. Oh, Linda's gonna watch Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids is the same. So funny. Let me just say, I hope you really like it. It's the same humor. A lot of the same people involved. Tisa has a joke. Hang on, it's a long one. Wait. Doctor says, "What seems to be the problem?" The patient says, "Doc, I've got the farts. I mean, I fart all the time. I can't stop farting, Doc." The doctor says, Patient says, "My farts don't stink. You can't hear them, and it's just that I fart all the time. Look, since I've been talking to you, I've farted 5 times. And you didn't even hear them, and you didn't smell them, do you?" Says the doctor. He picks up his pad and writes out a prescription. The patient is thrilled. "Oh, great, doctor, this prescription is all I need to do to clear up my farts?" "No," says the doctor. "This is a prescription for you to clear out your sinuses. Next week I want you back for a hearing test." Oh! You mean they're not invisible? Delta Airlines is infusing its cabins with a lavender and chamomile scent called Calm. The week asks its readers to come up with a better name to match the ambience of the packed economy cabin. Oh, the humanity. Oh. That's a famous line from, yes, is that from Bartleby the Scrivener? And Cosmic Joe says, "What dessert did Jesus serve at the Last Supper?" Angel food cake. Thank you, Cosmic Joe. Jesus says, as you get older, 3 things happen. First is your memory goes. Second is, I can't remember what 2 and 3 are. First is your memory goes. Wait, did I already say 2 and 3? Where was I? David Jones says, oh, yes, David Jones wants to remind everybody this weekend is Father's Day. If your fathers are around, make sure to, if you haven't sent a card or something, make sure to give a phone call. And if they're not around anymore, my condolences. And keep their fond memories in your memories over the weekend. I will be calling. Yeah, some people like to leave flowers on the grave, some people don't. Sometimes it's just a nice day to remember or look at a picture. Oh, David Jones is clarifying. That's next weekend. It's not this weekend, next weekend. Okay. Tisa says, people always like to say that age is just a state of mind. But I'd say it's more like a state of your body. Like you're out of shape and look like crap. You're losing your hair, you're fat, you can't see, and you got wrinkles. It's just a state of mind. State of mind. And you're immature. You're old and immature. Oh, drat. Now what do I do? And yes, age is just a state of mind, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What's in the eye? What's got in my eye that I'm only seeing ugly? No, what it means is you can see the beauty in whatever you want to see beauty. You can see beauty in a scene, well, it is what you see. Sometimes it's not just the outside, it's more. David Jones has real excuses tenants gave for not paying rent. I'm sorry I'm late for the rent. I have to make payments on my BMW and iPhone. I'm sorry I have not paid the rent, but you are way too wrapped up in the whole concept of money. You need to chill out and work on your spirituality. Sorry I have not paid the rent. So, you're talking to me only because the rent's not paid? Is that all I am to you? A tenant? A money payer? I thought we were friends, man. Where's the love? Where's the love? I thought we were a family. Mom, come back. Mom! But Mom, it's due on the 1st, Junior. Cosmic Joe says, what treat? Cosmic Joe's jokes are all about religious treats today. What treat does the devil feed Cerberus, the beast which guards the gates of hell? What treat? Do you get treats in hell? Because I was under the impression that there were no treats in hell. Are you telling me that there are indeed treats in hell? Yes, there are. In fact, Cerebus gets devil dogs. That's it. Oh, now I get the irony. There's only processed food treats in hell. Ah! David Jones has one. If these are excuses from an auto insurer about why the motorist crashed. In an attempt to kill a fly, I drove into a telephone pole. The fly got out okay. I didn't think the speed limit applied after midnight. No, that's don't feed them after midnight. Gremlins. The car in front the car in front of me hit a pedestrian, but he got up, so I hit him again. I was just trying to help. It's 10 points. And we are going to end today on a nerd call for Linda. For anyone who's new, this is a regular feature of Live with Lorielle called the Nerd Call, which we haven't done in a really long time. So if you're new, don't be scared. You will learn to love it. All right, here goes. Oh, wow. My YouTube may have ended. Sorry. I'm not sure if YouTube's still working or not. But anyhow, all right, here goes. Woohoo! 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 Color star, shocker, Sturgis guy, Jesus, House of Dave, Sam, St. Clinton, David Jones, Sturgis guy, Linda, Bill Knaus, Cosmic Joe Triumphant, Azure Yusuf, LaCram, Mark Mean, Aries Lover, Lucky Girl, St. Clinton, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. That is a nerd call, and if you can hear that, you are a nerd. That is on a decibel level that only nerds can hear. So if you can hear that, yes, it's true. You're a nerd. And I'm sorry if you didn't know and nobody ever told you before, but yes, you're totally a nerd. But it's okay. It's okay. You are not alone. You're with your brethren, your fellow nerds. So own it. Own your nerd. Be a strong, proud nerd. You can be a smart nerd, you can be a strong nerd, you can be a sexy nerd, but you're still a nerd. So own it! It's all about being proud of who you are and what you are. Own your nerd! Woohoo! I think I messed that up. Woo! Oh, I forgot! I am your queen! I did mess it up. Woohoo! It's been a while, Linda. I probably should have rehearsed that. Practice! Practice! Alright, so I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me, because you're awesome! I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for all the jokes. Thank you for all the jokes. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Bean and Star Raven and Andrew Jonas and Fairy Silver and Lucky Girl and Adria Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and Cosmic Joe and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and N1QOV and Sam and St. Clinton and Fairy Silver and Lucky Girl and Bill Knaus. Let me make sure I didn't forget anyone. Wing Doggy and Redhead. Kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. I love you. See you on Monday. Bye.